Hi, I'm John Calarco, Holistic Health and Performance Coach. This week is Thanksgiving in the USA, so today I'm going to answer the most common nutrition question related to Thanksgiving. Does turkey make you sleepy? Unleash your power, achieve your potential. We've all experienced it before, eating a delicious Thanksgiving dinner with a generous serving of turkey along with all the other fixings, and shortly after, feeling like you're ready to pass out on the couch. But is the turkey really to blame? First of all, let's address why everyone thinks turkey makes you sleepy. The reason is somehow turkey has become well known to contain a high amount of the amino acid L-tryptophan, which is associated with making you sleepy because when tryptophan crosses the blood-brain barrier, it's converted into the neurotransmitter serotonin. As you may know, serotonin has a sedating effect on the body. Plus, serotonin can further be converted into melatonin, which of course is the main hormone that drives sleep. But other high-protein foods like chicken, beef, and fish are high in tryptophan as well. So if tryptophan was the sole cause of making you sleepy, then you would get the same effect after eating any of these other high-protein foods. So why don't you? Because there's one key factor that allows tryptophan to easily cross the blood-brain barrier and have this effect of making you feel sleepy, which is consuming an excess amount of high glycemic carbohydrates like potatoes, yams, stuffing, pie, and other high sugar desserts. The higher on the glycemic index a carbohydrate is, the higher it spikes blood sugar, and the more blood sugar is elevated, the more of the hormone insulin has to be released to counter and lower blood sugar levels. Also, insulin drives all the other amino acids from the bloodstream into the muscle cells except for tryptophan, allowing tryptophan to cross the blood-brain barrier more easily. So you may be thinking, why doesn't tryptophan get driven into the muscle cells like all the other amino acids? The reason is in the bloodstream, tryptophan is bound to a protein called albumin, which prevents this from happening. On top of that, the significant amount of calories we consume at Thanksgiving is also a big reason why we feel sleepy after we eat, as a lot of our energy is directed towards digestion. If you're drinking alcohol, that can be another reason why you feel sleepy, because alcohol is a central nervous system depressant and slows down brain activity. So it's eating an excess amount of high glycemic carbohydrates and overall calories that actually makes you sleepy after that delicious Thanksgiving dinner, because of the large fluctuations of blood sugar and the easy transportation across the blood-brain barrier of tryptophan. This is also the exact biological process for storing body fat. So if you want to avoid feeling like you're going to pass out on the couch after Thanksgiving dinner and prevent gaining body fat, the key is not to consume an excess amount of high glycemic carbohydrates with your meal. The right amount of carbohydrates per meal can vary quite a bit depending on your size, body type, and activity levels, but typically it will range from about 40 to 100 grams per meal, or about 1 to 2 hand cup sizes. So you can actually create the opposite effect by allowing another amino acid called tyrosine to cross the blood-brain barrier, which allows for more norepinephrine production and actually stimulates the nervous system and gives you energy. Now, if you're thinking, John, this is great and all, but it's Thanksgiving, I'm going all out, whether it makes me sleepy or not, then let's talk about some things you can do to try and decrease how sleepy you feel and prevent gaining body fat if you know you're going to be eating a lot of carbs and calories on Thanksgiving. There's really not much you can do to prevent feeling sleepy if you're going to eat an excess amount of high glycemic carbs and calories, but if there's one trick that may help, it would be adding 1 to 2 teaspoons of cinnamon to your meal and or dessert, as some studies have shown that cinnamon acts like the hormone insulin and helps reduce blood sugar levels after a meal. Then, in order to prevent gaining body fat, either skip or have a small low-carb breakfast and save most of your daily calories for that massive Thanksgiving dinner and dessert you have planned, and do a hard strength training or high-intensity interval training workout in the morning, like 10 to 15 sets of 20 seconds of sprinting, followed by 40 seconds of rest, so you can significantly increase your calorie output for the day and make it less likely for you to get into that calorie surplus that leads to body fat gain. And even if you do, at least some of that calorie surplus can go towards gaining muscle. So let me know in the comments below, what's your favorite Thanksgiving food? Ironically enough, mine is turkey with gravy on top. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos like this that will empower you to sustainably achieve your best health, performance, and fitness. Unleash your power, achieve your potential.